Welcome back. Another episode of Hard Locks. We're on week 10, I believe, college football edition. Joined every single week down there in the bottom fixes headphones is Chickster. Where every single week, take a look at the ESPN college pick'em games, pick them on spreads, see who's the better. Alex, can you hear me? How are we doing?
I have some static in my ear, and it's like, you know, I feel like I don't know why I'm thinking like I'm in an airplane, and it's like, that it's just like,
Here, Captain speaking. We reached the cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. Coming around the cabin soon for ease off beverages.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get some new one. I think I'm gonna get some Bluetooth, um, headphones. But I saw some that like light up, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get them Johns. I feel like that would just like be the ultimate, like, you know what
I,
I'm
I,
saying, like.
I know what to get you for Christmas this year is some Bluetooth cat headphones.
Oh, well,
That's it right there. I'm
there,
writing that down. Write that down. Write that down.
write it down. No, but no, I'm trying to. It's whatever. Like, it's whatever. It's gonna be really annoying for a little bit. Sorry, you know, my brain just kind of just wanders, and I'm just like, why the fuck is there static in my ear? I'm good.
We're gonna press on with
I'm
Alex's
good.
static and hope he can get through here. Recap the scores last week. Last week we mentioned that there was a lot of games differentiating between us, and somebody's gonna take a lead here. That didn't happen again. Both believe it or not, we had the same record again this week, 6-4. Which if you're keeping score on the season total means we're still tied at 47 and 43.
We're barely above 500. It's kind of sad.
But we're above 500. So at this point, we got to take our wins with our losses. I feel like.
Why don't just teams cover? Like, what the fuck is the problem?
Why don't
You know what
teams cover is should be the name of my memoir. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Why can't teams cover?
Just cover. You know what I'm saying? If I fucking pick you, just cover. Like, what the fuck?
Speaking
Anyway,
of teams not covering, last week one of the games on the ESPN college slate was Ohio State at Wisconsin. Wisconsin was plus 14.5 at home, and it's a good thing they had the hook because they covered by 14.
fuck
You both
that
of us got
hook.
that right.
That hook was everything.
By hook or by crook, we got it. That's all that
Yeah,
matters. This week we're starting off with Ohio State again, traveling to Rutgers to face the Scarlet Knights, who are 6-2 on the year, having a pretty good year this year. 18 is that 18 and a half? 18 and a half point home dogs. Most of America's riding with Ohio State. Alex, what are your thoughts?
sorry. The static. Yeah, the static. I'm gonna go Ohio State. I don't like this game at all to pick. 18 and a half is it's a weird line. It's not even like, 17. It's not 14 and a hook like Wisconsin. It's like in a weird fucking place.
It's like smack in the middle.
Yeah, and you're just like, I don't. You're looking at it and you don't know. And like I'm not a big Ohio State guy. I mean, they're ranked number one, but you can't look me in the face and say Ohio State is the best team in the country. I'm not gonna eat that cheese. Um, I'm gonna pick Ohio State, but I'm not happy about it. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna stick to tradition with taking home dogs here, only because I think Rutgers is a really competitive team this year. I think if this is a Rutgers team of years past, I don't think they stand a chance. I think they get the barn doors blown off them. But I think Rutgers is a scrappy football team this year. They're scrappy. They're at home. I like them to cover the points. I like them to cover the points.
you just like home dogs. That's all it is.
Maybe,
That's all
maybe.
it is.
All right, we've got our next matchup here. 23rd ranked Kansas State Wildcats traveling to Texas to play the Longhorns. Longhorns 5.5 point favorites at home. I think this line's too small towards Texas. I'm taking Texas here. I think Texas should probably be favored around 7.5 to 8 points or so. I think the odds makers are being a little too generous here and giving us not enough points.
Especially after Texas, like when we talked about it, like the Texas needed to be a fucking pit name slipback and hit the fuck out of BY, and they did.
And they
And
did.
so now,
They played really good football.
and then now they're only getting 5.5. Yeah, I feel like and that's two field goals, not even a full touchdown. It's two
Correct.
field goals. So Easy spread there. Easy money, maybe vibes. Maybe.
There's a reason why 70% of America is riding with Texas because it seems like that spread should be a little bit bigger. All right, we've got a Service Academy game here. We've got Army plus 18.5 traveling to play the best football team in the state of Colorado, the Air Force Falcons, 25th ranked in the country, currently on pace for a New Year's Six Bowl, might I add, which Air
What
Force
does that
playing
mean?
that they're playing in like one of the big time bowls this year. They're going to be playing
Oh,
on either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
good for
They're on
them.
pace to steal one of those bids,
Good
which
for
should be
them.
huge. Yeah, which would be incredible for them. Last week, Air Force was also part of the pick'em. They played Colorado State. I picked Air Force. You picked Colorado State. Air Force covered in a snowfest. Uh, Colorado got their first snow of the year this past week, as per tradition for people who are outside of the state of Colorado. We always get snow right around Halloween, every single year without fail. And of
Mhm.
course, we got it this year, and we got like 11 inches,
That's a
which is
lot.
it's some bullshit because I hate the snow.
That is a shit ton.
That's like 8.5 more inches than anybody needs of anything. If I'm being honest, too many inches. I'm hammering Air Force here.
I
Hammering Air
think,
Force. I don't think Army stands a chance.
yeah, I'm picking Air Force as well. No one's picking those dumb fucks at
So, yeah,
Army.
78% of America also riding with the Falcons.
The
There's a good
the
reason.
22% of the people in the Army that wrote their name on the ASVAB and passed. That's basically who, and they were able to be in the Army.
He's got a point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not. It's not bullshit, y'all. I'm being dead ass. It's a very
So when
low ASVAB score.
so when I came across this game and getting kind of prepped and ready for this week, I couldn't believe that Missouri was ranked 12th in the country.
Oh, I just like I skimmed past it, and then you kind of like just do like a
I'm
what?
saying
Yeah, well,
seven and
good for
one on the
Missouri,
year,
but yeah,
but man,
no,
I think I'm
no,
taking Georgia here.
yeah, I'm taking Georgia.
And the reason I think that is, I don't know if the viewers, have been paying attention. Alex kind of mentioned it before. Georgia all year long has been ranked the top ranked team in the country, and now the college football playoff rankings are starting to come out, and the all knowing all who make the seeding for that have placed Ohio State as the top team in the country. Georgia's down to 2. For most people, I don't think this would be a big deal, but I think Kirby Smart's going to use this to his advantage. He's going to be like, we need to show these fuckers why we are the number one team in the country, and we're going to beat the brakes off of a ranked team in the SEC. I'm taking Georgia by quite a bit.
I just don't understand. Like Ohio State, they haven't been like, oh my god, they have to be the number one team. Like I just didn't. I never got that kind of vibe from them. So the fact that like Georgia's just like, yeah, you're a number two team now, it's just crazy. And the fact that maybe America knows something we don't, but 57% are picking the 12th ranked Missouri Tigers, which I didn't even know were. I knew they were ranked. I thought they were still in the 20s, not fucking 12.
Right.
And that's kind of I think that's a little bit of a jumping
It
the gun. I
it
think
is
you're
a
jumping the gun here.
it is a lot of points. However,
Yeah.
I mean, this Georgia team, I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
at this
fucking
point
Georgia.
now, you've given them something to prove.
Yeah. Which, sorry Missouri, but I'm picking Georgia as well. I think that's a dumb line. Not even gonna cap.
I think that I think a lot of America are overestimating the absence of Brock Bowers. And I don't mean that in any sort of like negative connotation towards Bowers, because Bowers should be a top 5 pick in the draft, genuinely. But Trey wrote a really good article from DataSportsMedia.com. Go ahead and check that out. About I can't remember the kid's name, but the backup at Georgia is also a stallion.
Stallion.
The
Oh man.
backup at
What
Georgia
a
at tight
fucking
end
adjective.
is an absolute stallion, and they're getting Lad McConkey. I think it's how you pronounce his last name. They're getting him more involved in the offense now. Lad, his comp is Hunter Renfro, genuinely.
Yeah.
Plays just like him. I think he's really good for this offense. I think Georgia should win that by quite a bit.
I don't know if you're like trying to tell he's a good football player, you're trying to raise him up. You're calling him a stallion. You're like, Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm asking. I'm just making sure.
Hey, shoot.
Shoo,
Shoot.
shoo.
All right, we've got the 11th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions traveling to Maryland to play the Fighting Carl Heisers, who are plus 10.5 at home. Notre or not, I don't know where I got Notre Dame from. Penn State has not played really good football the last couple of weeks. This is a team that is struggling, and it's mostly the offense, which is
Yeah.
unbelievable seeing that you have guys like Nick Singleton in the backfield. You've got those weapons on the outside. You've got Drew Allar at quarterback. But I don't think it's necessarily their fault. I think their offensive scheme and the play calling is being a detriment to that offense. 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because you're a big Penn State guy this year, so I was gonna
I
ask you.
ate a ton of Penn State cheese to start the year.
Right. So that's what I was about. I was finna ask you. I was like, so what? Why the 10.5 spread? So that's why it's
I
like,
because on paper this should be a lot bigger, but I think
right.
that with how they've looked the offense is just it's boring. There's no flash, there's no big play potential. They don't run a lot of big plays. A lot of it
Chickser could
is
be Chickser could be a play caller.
he
I hope
probably
you
could
know.
be.
I
A
I
lot of it's like run inside the tackles, short passes, like like a boring pro style offense, not like your prototypical college offense, even if it is pro style. Does that make
right.
sense?
Yeah.
I think I mean they have the weapons to really let it cut loose, and I'm hoping this is the week this week. But with that being said, I'm taking Maryland.
I'm gonna go Penn State still. I'm gonna stick with Penn State. I think 11 points is more than generous. So I think this might be a good game for Penn State to get a little bit of swagger back. Whoa, what did you do? Penn, even though 11 is kind of it's an awkward number, but I'm gonna go with that one.
We've got the Battle of Bedlam battle, something to do with Bedlam. All Oklahoma matchup here.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, ninth ranked team in the country, facing the 22nd ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. Alex's cousin DJ goes to Oklahoma State.
I
He
I
and
got it
all
right
of
with
his
my boy.
friends are super hyped for this game. Uh, I'm picking I'm picking Oklahoma State not only to cover this game. I am probably going to put down a ticket for them to win outright.
I'm gonna go Oklahoma State, but I'm just kind of just going for my cousin DJ. He's gonna be at the game. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, why not? I'm not a big believer. I've said it in weeks past. I'm not super big on Oklahoma this year. They've won games when I picked them not to win games, but I think
And they
Oklahoma
are
State
coming off
playing
of
at
a
home.
loss as well.
Oklahoma State, yeah, they did. Oklahoma. I think I picked Oklahoma last year too, or last week. Oklahoma State playing at home. Uh, really on the rise these last few weeks. We get the updates from our cousin DJ about the games too. But they've been on the rise this week or these last few weeks. I don't know. They might just rivalry game at home. They're on a roll. We're gonna go Oklahoma State. I don't
You
know if they
did
went out route though.
you did in fact pick Oklahoma against Kansas. I took Kansas.
Yeah,
The
fat
key
bitches.
the key in this game is going to be Ollie Gordon. If you don't know the name Ollie Gordon, you need to familiarize yourself because he's not getting enough talk for the type of play he is doing at Oklahoma State. This game's going to be nationally televised on ABC. If you got the time on Saturday, you need to watch this game and watch Ollie Gordon because he is a stud.
That's DJ's best friend.
It's true.
Yeah, like
To be fair, DJ has been mentioning Ollie Gordon since like week one, and I was like, whatever. He like kept mentioning Ollie Gordon, and so of course I'd be remiss if I didn't start watching a little tape. And he stallion
yeah, they're best friends. Oh, two stallions. Now you're two timing.
two stallions in one college pick'em. Can you believe it?
Oh my God, you're a madman. You're out of here. Get him out of here.
We've got the Golden Bears traveling up to Eugene. 23.5 point favorites for the Ducks, who stormed into Utah last week and beat the brakes off of
Yeah,
Utah.
thanks, motherfucker. You over here sold me on Utah, so I'm like, all right,
I
I'll
did.
go Utah. And yeah,
I ate all the Utah cheese last week, and it got me sick. I threw up the cheese. It was
yeah,
nasty. It was funky cheese.
it was the fucking stinky cheese from Diary of a Wimpy Kid,
That's what it is.
and you sold me on that shit, bro. after you sold me that fucking cheese, you went like trying to sell me a bridge later. I almost bought that hoe too. Like I'm like, bruh. I was so mad. I was like, I was gonna pick fucking Oregon too. I looked at the
That is
score.
true, and I talked you out of it.
I looked at the score. I was like, motherfucker. Like I was like, this fat. The reason why, Garrett, is because you didn't want me to get ahead. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
I
I
know.
really like the 1 point game would have
That
really made all the
bitch.
difference this year.
I know. All right. I'm going to Oregon. I'm not making that mistake again.
That's the correct pick.
Well, is it? Are you sure?
Yes, I have learned my lesson with picking against this Oregon team this year. I've learned my
Fuck,
lesson. I
right?
can't do it.
No kidding.
Uh, Purdue plus 32.5, traveling to Ann Arbor to play the Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh, lot of hot water recently. Got
Jim Harbaugh.
this sign stealing scandal. Do you like that alliteration? That he's being investigated by the NCAA about 32.5 point favorites for the
Run it by
Wolverines.
me again. Run it by me again. Hold on, I wasn't ready. I'm a math guy. I'm not a English. Run it by me again. Do it again.
Jim Harbaugh is under investigation for a sign stealing scandal.
Okay. Oh. Alliteration is 3 S's.
There you
Which
go.
I look at that shit.
Attaboy.
Yeah, fuck English, bro. That shit was horrible.
I'm gonna hammer Michigan here.
Oh yeah, who gives a fuck about Purdue? Actually, case in point, I will be watching Purdue football next year, perhaps. One of the local high school, one of the guys he's a 4-star recruit. He's going to Purdue next year.
Ooh, gotta
Oh
watch a little
yeah,
Purdue football.
I'm gonna have to. I'm like,
I like it. I like it.
I've seen him. And I was like, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. So yeah, but dude, no, I saw Roy Williams the other day. Sure, like, dude, I shit you not. I need. Hold on. Local high school game, right? He's like, hold on, I gotta. He's like right here, and I'm like right over here, like where like I'm like, oh shit, and I was like, that's fucking Roy Williams.
Can't fuck this up.
I was just like, I didn't say nothing to him though.
Mr. Roy Williams, Mr. Williams, sir, please, howdy.
But you know what's crazy is like he's kind of like everyone knows who he like. No one kind of like everyone's just like, oh yeah, that's him.
Oh, that's Roy Williams.
And that's what I did. I was like, oh god, that's Roy Williams.
Oh, hey, that's Roy. What's up, Roy? Dap him up.
Yeah. They'd be like, could you imagine? Roy Williams. And he's like, get the fuck away from me, like
Get the fuck away.
Anyway,
Sorry, my bad, sir.
hey, go back to the Purdue thing real quick. Is JJ McCarthy good? Is he like? Let's be honest. Is he?
Damn it! There we go.
I did that shit on purpose. Is he good? Be honest here.
I'm eating a little cheese.
I like
I'm
how
nibbling.
good.
Just a little nibbles.
Like you're doing a what's it? Fuck. You go to Costco. You go to Sam's.
Like, am I buying it in bulk?
No. Like they walk around. What?
Sampling. Am I sampling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sampling the cheese right now. I think he's got tools, dude. He's got tools. He's mobile. He has a good arm.
Oh, well, where is he ranked? Like ballpark quarterbacks in this draft.
He is among your. I'd probably put him in your top 5 quarterbacks right now. He's probably
Top
5.
5?
He's probably 5. Yeah.
Who's he above? Because currently for me, it's Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penis, and Quinn Ewers.
I have him at 4. I've got him at 4. The rankings is Williams, May, Ewers, McCarthy, Penis.
After all of you done, after all Michael Penis has done for you,
I know.
this is how you treat him.
I know.
That is the future quarterback of the Raiders.
Listen, I still like Michael Penis a lot. I really do.
Well,
I have cooled off on him a little bit as
he
an NFL
doesn't
prospect.
like you, so
That's okay. Ain't
He's gonna
everyone
be the
gotta love
future.
me. I love me. That's all that matters.
I love the self love. We need that in our life.
We need it. You know what else we need in our life? SEC football. We got an SEC matchup right here.
The segue.
LSU
Segue.
traveling to Tuscaloosa. This is gonna be a night game, which is gonna be really, really fun. LSU plus 4.5. LSU's playing their best football of the year. Jaden Daniels started okay, had like a 3-week stretch where he looked like dog shit, and now has put himself back in the hunt to win the Heisman. He's playing absolutely great ball. The defense is flying. Malik Neighbors looks like a stud, but you can't count out Alabama. You can't do it. Jalen Milrow, I said it last week. I think I said it the week before as well. Finally starting to find his foot in the offense. I think that I don't want to say like this almost feels like a pick'em, but like this, it's so close that you don't think this game's gonna be won by 3 points or less.
Mhm.
I
I got half of what you said because I was trying to figure out how long it would take me to practice to say Tuscaloosa perfect, and I know I just fucked that up, but I don't think I could say that. It would take me I think hours to like practice saying Tuscaloosa. I don't. I think
you're adding the ska in
I
there at
know
the
I
end
don't
for
need to
no
add the
reason.
skill, but I can Tuscaloosa.
Sort of.
See that would take me so long. So like I heard like
Okay,
the
okay.
last half.
Here. I got you. Ready. Like tusk,
Tusk,
like a tusk on an animal. Tusk.
Tusk,
Uh.
uh,
Loose.
loose,
Uh.
uh,
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. That
God
wasn't.
damn it. I was
It's
gonna
okay.
ask you. I was gonna ask if you could try to spell it for us, but you could put up anything and I could tell you it's right because I have no idea how to spell that fucker either.
Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa.
Hey,
Hey, Tuscaloosa. You gotta just say it with the Italian
you gotta
accent.
say it
You
with it.
didn't tell me that. That's all you have to do.
Capicola
Tuscaloosa.
in Tuscaloosa.
Hey, the Tuscaloosa. No, not the Scott. Damn it.
You
Never
threw in
mind.
the ska again.
I
We're
this.
getting off the rails here.
I'm gonna go Alabama. Because I'm going to. That's just I don't know. L, yes, LSU's playing good ball, but they still make me weary. I don't know.
They also make me
But
weary.
Alabama makes me feel that way too these days. I
But
don't know.
LSU makes me feel more weary than Alabama. Or
I trust
LSU
I
makes
trust Nick Saban more. That's what it is.
that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And you don't know what Jaden Daniels are going to get on any given Saturday. So,
No.
all right, I believe this is our last matchup. Yep, last
Mm-hmm.
matchup of the week here. 16th rate Oregon State with DJ Ungalele traveling up
DJU.
to
Won't even try it.
the hill to Boulder. 13.5 point dogs for the Buffaloes. We rode with Coach Prime last week and it paid off. They covered against UCLA. Yes, they played UCLA. Cal. UCLA.
UCLA.
UCLA. Thank you. Are you riding with Prime again or what?
Yeah, it's always it's Coach Prime. And I'm gonna just do the home dog approach. You know, it's a home dog right there. Uh home dog with Coach Prime against DJU. Which I don't mind DJU, but I don't think Oregon State's really fantastic. So
No, I don't think I'd put Colorado to win this game outright necessarily,
no,
but
they won't.
I think they'll cover.
I think actually if I bought points, I think it could be 10. I think it could be 10 points. If I'm being honest.
I respect that play honestly. Like if you tease it down to like 10.5,
Yeah. I
that
I
ain't
would take
bad because you could
I would
probably
take the
get it
10.
at +1. No, you'd be going the other way. No, you'd be going the other way. You probably get it at like +160.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Because
I think
the less points you buy to get bigger, obviously it gets more likely to happen. Yeah, plus points. Yeah, you're smelling what I'm stepping in.
nice.
All right. Going over the games this week. Alex has Ohio State. I've got Rutgers because I always take home dogs. We're both taking the Longhorns, both taking Air Force, both taking Georgia by quite a bit, I believe.
Yep.
I'm taking Maryland because I don't trust Penn State right now. Alex is taking Penn State.
Yep.
We're riding with Alex's cousin DJ and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. I would put a ticket in for Cowboys money line.
Mm.
Hammering the Ducks, hammering the Wolverines. We both feel kind of weary about this game, but we're both going to take Alabama, and we're riding with Coach Prime and the Buffs to cover against Oregon State.
It seems like we have a lot of free money this week. Almost.
I've got two I feel super confident on.
Which ones are they? Lay them on me.
Air Force and Oklahoma State.
Okay, so scroll. I'm gonna say scroll up. Scroll. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. I would say the Texas one, and I would say I think the Georgia one. I think those would be my friend moneys.
Alex's free money games this week are Texas and Georgia.
Money.
Mine are Air Force and Oklahoma State. You know what we should do next year? This would take more figuring out on my end how to do this, but I think it'd be fun. Not keeping record on like just straight picks, but we should pick it with confidence as well.
Oh.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, I put 10 on Oklahoma State and they win, but I put 9 on Maryland and they lost. So I lost those 9 points. You get these points back because you pick these games. You know what I mean?
They do the confidence, but they only do them for money line, which I wish they would do it for spread. That would be fun to do.
I think next year, I mean, I could just write down 1 through 10, obviously, on the thing. So I think next year we might do
what
confidence.
the fuck am I thinking? Actually, I have dementia. Did you know that? Because I forget often that I'm just a bitch. You know what I mean?
That's absurd.
Yeah. So
that is
anyway.
absurd. All right.
So 2 games this week that we're differing on.
Yes, we're differentiating.
We
on
need
two
to
games.
we need to differ on odd numbers, so we'll actually have a winner.
You know what we should do, and then we'll get out of here. We should flip a coin at the beginning of every episode, and whoever wins the coin toss gives their 10 picks first. That way, there is no persuasion. Oh, you picked this team? That's a good point. I think I might go with that team instead. This way, I got my 10 teams. You've got your 10 teams right after I give all my 10 picks.
I don't know. You're a wavering Wanda, so I don't know. You like to go back and forth.
So what?
I forgot. I actually wrote down Arizona, but it was Baltimore. I actually crossed out Baltimore as well.
I
went back to
I know that I know that you're gonna keep that up for the rest of the year, and I just don't give a shit because I picked Arizona. So
I just don't
give it. I don't give a shit.
I just don't remember that. But anyway.
All right,
cool.
For Chickster down there at the bottom, my name's Garrett. Thank you for watching another episode. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Share this with your friend. Helps the algorithm boost us up to the top. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already.